Andrew, you're trying to be upbeat after that, but another 2-point loss and a couple of moments of controversy where big decisions didn't go your way. How crucial was that try just after half time? I mean, it looked like it was a knock-on.
Yeah, well, the feedback I've had is that there was a footing touch, I believe, on one of the tries. So there's an argument that could have been disallowed. But anyway, look, I'm not going to go into that sort of stuff. The reality is, for me, I thought we started the game very, very well. I thought we were very controlled. You know, I want to compliment the players really, because I felt I think we showed some real attacking strike and prowess tonight. I thought we moved the ball well. We caused them a lot of problems with the ball. I thought our kicking game, I thought Sam Barto's kicking game was outstanding for the majority of the evening. Again, kept putting the ball in the right areas of the field, and I thought we put Warrington under a lot of pressure. You know, defensively, we were challenged at times tonight, as we're going to be at this next level, and I felt we scrambled well. I mean, I'm not saying that we controlled the ruck as well as we should have done, but I felt we did, you know, front up and we scrambled and we defended our try line pretty well. I think ultimately it comes down to probably a 15-minute spell there in the second half where Warrington really up-tempoed on us, got us around that ruck area, and unfortunately we just weren't good enough to contain that threat, to be fair, and they scored 3 quick tries in succession and probably just took the game away from us. And it could have been, you know, it could have gone a different way for us. It could have been a blowout scoreline. A lot of teams would have folded at that stage. I think we're 40 points to 14 down or 20 down or something around that sort of mark. And the team had a decision to make. They could have surrendered and been embarrassed, or they dig in and they have a crack. And fair play to them, they dug in. And that's what we're about now in London. I think that's something you've probably seen over the last 2 years develop here in this club. You know, there is a competing hard spirit here. You know, we will compete to the end and we will fight, we won't give in. And we know as a group in there that we need to be a little bit better for longer periods. It's been probably the theme for the last 4 games really. We've been really good in certain aspects of our game in some games and not so good in others, and then it's flipped around in another game, and I said just haven't been consistent enough for longer periods of the game, and ultimately at this next level you get punished if you clock off, and that's the disappointing thing for us, or that's the frustrating thing for us. But you know, I've tried to keep the boys upbeat. I mean, they are very disappointed and dejected at this moment in time. It's been pretty tough to take 4 very close scorelines, but I still say and I still believe, you know, we win the next 3 games, we'll be in that £1 million game, and it's still there for us. And we're good enough. This team, I believe, is good enough to make that happen. You know, so we'll certainly give it a good crack.
I was going to say, obviously, you know, you come very close tonight against, you know, the side that got to the grand final last year and stuff. Is this proof tonight? Can you use this to say to the boys, like, look, this is proof you can compete with the best teams? Like, if you did make a step up?
Yeah, well, we certainly look. I think we know this competition. You know, if you look at this year in Super 8s, I think I said it from the start. I think the Super League clubs that are in it this year are vulnerable. I don't think Warrington have had a very good season. For whatever reason, you know, it just hasn't quite worked for them this year. They've not been good enough in the Super League. I think there's a few other vulnerable Super League teams in there as well. I look at the Championship teams. I think Henderson are better this season than they were last season in the Super 8s. I think Halifax have come in and proven that they've, you know, probably been better than what Batley were last year, because they've really pushed teams and competed hard. And I think we've shown we've been better than last season in the way we've played. You know, last year we had some blowout scorelines against Super League sides that we lost. So and we haven't. We've managed to we've competed. We've been on that wrong side just of the scoreline, and that's the frustrating thing. But I think what it has proven is that yes, we can compete with the Super League. We've competed with Catalan and Warrington very, very well. You know, we competed with Holkar, who for me, again, is still very much a Super League side in my eyes. And again, against a very good Henderson side, who've got a lot of Super League experience in their ranks. So, you know, I think we've certainly not embarrassed ourselves so far, and I still honestly believe, with 3 games to go and 6 points up for grabs, that it is achievable. I think we've seen enough of that London Broncos side that if we can just get a more consistent all-round performance together, we will get the results that we desire, and we'll get ourselves into that £1 million game and give us a chance of promotion. I really believe that.
You said as well, obviously in your pre-match stuff, that is, you know, the cameras from Sky here today is a big opportunity for the team just to show you one.
Absolutely.
How do you feel feel the opportunity's gone down?
I think it's been, look, I think it's been a great spectacle. I'm sure all you guys that have watched the game, and obviously the neutrals and the fans from both sides, have enjoyed a really good, open, expansive game of rugby league. I think it was pretty tongue-tied there, free-flowing for most of the game. There wasn't two-stop start. I think the game was allowed to flow, and I think it was a good spectacle. So I think in terms of exposure for the London Broncos, I think it's been a good outlet for us. I think we've competed with arguably one of the one of the better clubs and sides in Super League. They've proven it this year. We've competed very well on the live stage there, and I think as well we've been good hosts to the fans and the people. I'm sure they've enjoyed the experience of Trailfinder Sports Club and what the Broncos have to offer. And I do believe if we do earn a place back in Super League, I really believe we can offer something to that Super League competition. But again, we've got a lot of hard work to earn that in the next 3 weeks.